Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are doing day number 4 of the Valentine's nails. So I decided for this video we are going to do a cute little neon ombre moment. We'll start off with these tips. I got them on Amazon and I did not love them, to be honest. They were kind of flimsy and I just didn't really like the shape or structure, I guess, of the tip itself. But I decided to go ahead with it and see how well we did. So this first color that I'm using is going to be the Valentino Pure Beauty Neon Pink number 166. And I'm just going to go in. I'm starting at where I glued that tip on is where I wanted to start that ombre and push it down. And then we are going to go in with number 168 from Valentino Pure Beauty, which is a super pretty orange. I would say it's like between neon and pastel-y orange. More on the neon side, but it was super cute as well. Just forming that out on the nail. Starting again where I glued that tip on and pulling it down. Also in my head, I was thinking I should have started the ombre a little bit lower just because these colors were so bright, but I decided to go ahead and go with it and see how they turned out. Okay, so for this ombre set, I decided to use Glamorous Nude from Valentino. It's a super pretty nude, and I really like it a lot. I really like the self-leveling, and these also, they just self-level very nicely. Whoops, dropped her. As you guys know, I don't really focus on trying to get the nail done in one bead. I just like to build and use as many beads as I need to. Well, not as many beads as I used to. Like, I try to keep it to a good number, but I also don't try to focus on trying to use just one bead and finishing the entire nail. I'm not at that point yet. So I'm just going to keep adding some beads as I see fit. And we're going to continue doing this on the rest of the fingers. Okay, so first I just want to say this is one of those trust the process moments, because when I got to this point, I looked at this and I was like, what in the hell is happening? But I went ahead and used my clear acrylic and I capped where I started that ombre, and I moved that clear acrylic down just to make sure we have some good coverage on the bottom as well, to make sure that thickness is good. You do want to, when you are working with ombres, you do want to go in and cap where at least you started that ombre at, just to protect the acrylic from staying there. You don't want to go in with your sanding band or your balancing bit and start removing the acrylic of where the ombre was at. So you do want to go in and cap with that clear just to protect it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my file and kind of just focus on keeping that shape and tightening up those side walls. So working from side to side, I'm kind of just focusing on that shape and removing any bulk acrylic that we had on those side walls and redefining our shape a little bit. Also, I didn't glue the tips down. There is a video posted below of what is going on with my hand, something that I'm super bummed about. So I had some of the nail plate of my hand peeling off, but I did do a video on how to fix that, and so far it's been working good. However, I am scared to glue these tips down because anytime I've used the glue and then go to soak them off, they don't come off as easy. So I'm kind of just dealing with not gluing them down and having to force them back into the nail, but it's working just fine. It takes a little extra long, but that's okay. We work with what we have. Okay, so once I am done filing and focusing on that shape, I'm going to go in with my BB, my OG, my go-to Kira Sky 5-in-1 bit. Like I've said before, I love using this bit on the sidewalls and cuticle area. It just makes it look really nice and fresh and clean. I really suggest you guys getting this bit when it comes to focusing on that cuticle area because it does a fine job. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with my medium fine safety bit. This is a medium barrel size, and it is from Creations, I believe is a brand. I just get it at my local beauty store or nail supply store, but I'm pretty sure you can get this online as well. I can do some digging for you guys if you're interested in that, but I'm just going to use this bit to balance out that nail, debulk any areas that were kind of bulky prior, just to make sure we have a nice smooth nail. The thickest part is going to be where I started that ombre at, just because I put the nude over the top of it and then capped in clear. So that's usually where I focus on my debulking. Then we're going to go in after doing that, just redefining that shape and those side walls, and making sure they're all nice and clean and even. So one of the reasons why I didn't love these tips is they kind of had like a lip on them on the bottom. So it made it really hard getting the underneath of my nail super straight like I wanted to. It was almost like there was like an almond shaped C curve in there. So I didn't love the tips, to be honest. Always at this point, turn that wrist over, and I'm totally out of frame here. I'm so sorry. But flip that hand over and look at those nails from the client's point of view. Don't skip that step. It's super important, making sure the nails are all even and going the right direction, same direction, and they all look the same as far as length goes. And then I'm going to go in with my Profiles Backstage purple fine sanding band and kind of just take out any of those imperfections. And like I said, trust the process type of situations. The ombre actually ended up looking really decent. I was a little worried there for a second, but ended up looking really good. So then we're going to buff the nail out, going opposite directions with this buffer just to make sure we are keeping out those imperfections. At this point, I would have my clients go wash their hands to remove all of that dust, but I just sprayed it. Honestly, I didn't really know what I wanted to do after the ombre, so I kind of just winged it a little bit, and I went in with the flash gels from Not Polish. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but they're the striping gels, the disco gels, that's what they're called. They're called disco gels from Not Polish, and I kind of was just throwing some swirlies on there and adding a little sparkle to it. Also, these disco gel stripers, the color is so pretty in the sun. They're super flashy, and they will catch the eye of a tiger. They're so flashy. That was so lame. That was ridiculous. I can't believe I just said that. But anyways, we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. And again, I'm still trying to decide what I wanted to do. So I wanted to keep them bright. So I decided to go in with my Luxa Slap Yo Mama Pink and just added a little bit of pink next to those sparkly lines. This little pause in the video is me actually thinking about what I wanted to do. So I decided to go in with that pink and kind of just outline the sparkle a little bit because like I said, I wanted to keep them bright. So I'm just going to go in with my striping brush and add a little bit of pink to each of these sparkles. This is one of those moments also where it didn't end up being what I wanted, but I just went along with it and kind of kept ideas coming in my head. I thought they turned out super cute. Like I said, I didn't really have an idea in mind after I finished the ombre, so throwing something together, it ended up working out. Also, I hated using my detail brush to do a full heart, so I went straight into my dotting tool, and that saved me so much time. It worked so much better, and the hearts looked way better as well. So if you are not a profesh at those hearts yet, I suggest using a dotting tool and doing the technique that I'm doing here, because you'll get a perfect heart almost every single time. And again, these are a Valentine's set, so I thought adding some hearts in there would just bring the piece together, the nails together, and make them super cute. And I decided to go in with that hot pink on both of the on both of the colors of the nails, because that hot pink and orange and that hot pink and pink look super cute together. And then we're going to cure for 60 seconds. And once we're done curing, I'm going to go in with my Not Polish non-wipe top coat and cure again for another 60 seconds. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and continue to follow me on my journey. Here is how the nails turned out, and they ended up being super cute. I loved the dash of hot pink and those hearts. Thanks, guys.